My name is Gahlia Brogneri.
And my name is Gayle Mcwalter, and the name of our project is the Adonis Musati project.
Most of the people that we see either come from DRC. We get a lot of clients from Zimbabwe, from Burundi, from Rwanda, Malawi as well.
Most of them would go back in a moment if they could, if it was viable for them. Many of them have children that are not eating, they don't have jobs, so they're here out of sheer desperation. Adonis Musati was a young Zimbabwean man. He had come down to Cape Town, also an economic migrant. He actually wanted to be a pastor. I think that was his mission and his hope in life. He was in the queue at Home Affairs and he just basically died there right in the road. It was declared medically that he had died from starvation.
When I read the article about Adonis Musati dying of starvation in that same queue, I think it literally broke my heart. In the beginning, it started off with providing food. That only lasted a couple of weeks, and then we realized we had to do more than food. We actually had to also deal with mental health issues, a sense of hopelessness, a sense of helplessness, which stopped them from taking the next step, looking for a job, putting their children in school, and so on. Eventually, we got officers. They would come in, they would get some counseling, we would help them with CVs. They would get referrals to places they could stay or places they could possibly find employment. And I was wondering at the time, could we not train these wonderful, skilled men and women that we meet every day to actually take over from us, and they become the counselors, and then we can meet the needs of a whole lot more people. We developed a training curriculum and we developed a support group program. Vulnerable refugees in different communities are recruited into these 12-week support groups.
I invite you to attend the support groups.
And we teach them different life skills, like how to survive with the challenges of being a foreigner in a perhaps very xenophobic environment. Once the peer counselors have finished running the groups, they would have each other as friends, they wouldn't be alone. Refugees and foreigners add enormous value to South Africa. They've got previous lives where they were perhaps nurses or they were teachers, and so they can bring those skills, they can share them with South Africans.
We've seen thousands of people that have come into our offices and received counselling and received help in some form or another.
Where, there was shortfalls in money, then Gayle would cover the costs, and also just giving of her time, resources.
The sort of things that Gahlia has done, whatever it might have taken, it was always there and it was always just available. Things like having to drive everywhere in your car and your petrol, your telephone, whatever was needed for the project. And that's inspired me a lot. You often think that your little bit that you've got is not enough. But put it together with everybody else's little bit, and wow.
That's exactly what it is.
Can change the world.